Another day, another music to Sakura, which I opened the video in the background. I forgot to take my fucking HRT and eat. Oh, whatever. Not really that hungry. Oh, I should take my HRT at least. Let me do that. Even though I guess I'm not eating. No. Okay. That was a little genius. That was interesting. Hmm. Thanks. Oops. Dude, what is that? Worst transition ever, man. Whoops. Whoops. Why did that one go so far down? Holy shit. Okay. Oh, might as well play out a run early in the session. That's what I tend to do. Not like it really matters, like, I don't like I really had the experience of needing to like warm up on avoidance attacks per se. I just do it to sate my anxiety. This is extremely dense, but not. Okay. Okay. I kind of feel worse than normal right now. It sucks. Really? I didn't even get hard RNG. Okay, well, there you go. It didn't really matter if that's gonna happen. That was just kinda cooked. Well, that was unfortunate. Yep, thank you. It's not what you want to do on the last two attacks. Good lord. Really? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. What a weird way to get hit there, though. Okay, well, don't do that. I just didn't think that would reach me. Good lord. Good lord. No! I should have the double jump lower. I had the idea though. Fucking impossible fountain gap. Okay, kinda just got flamed by RNG. That was an interesting way to do that. Okay. That was a good performance on Fountain. I kinda am getting over the things I'm kind of insecure about right now. I feel a bit better. Yeah. I just kind of have like kind of evil, like I guess not really intrusive thoughts per se, just like negative thoughts that are sometimes hard to block out about myself and stuff. It's like I'm kind of developing ways to deal with them better, and yeah, I feel a lot better than when I started stream. When I started stream, I just felt. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, that's so disappointing. Dude. Bro. Okay, that was really weird. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this was not destined to be the 3-hit, clearly. It's like the worst angle of pink, by the way. What do you want to say? Well, it's a AAA. It's like 973. Yeah. I still have not gotten a 974 8-hit, which is what fucking Bayashi got that one time. Holy. Bro. What the fuck? I wonder if I could have been more aggressive and gone under there. Maybe I should just always try to go for like the most aggressive play on the attack. I feel like every time I get pushed to the right, it never ends good. It's just too unlikely that you can actually walk all the way to the left without stuttering or anything or turning around. Without a bullet spawning on the bottom row. Okay. Bam, 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 ba bam. I think at this rate I'm definitely gonna pass 600 hours in Music 2, by the way. Because it's only a little over 20 hours away. Well, close to 21 hours away. Because I have 579 hours and 14 minutes. So yeah, it'd be cool to have a 600 hour game like that. A game I have 600 hours on one file. Because I have 600 hours in K3, but that's not on one file. I think I actually have like 700 hours on K3 realistically. If I consider all my playtime of the game. At least before I 100% 2.0. I don't think Music 2 100% will take me as long as Camellia 3. Believe it or not. But the fact that it's gonna be close when I'm like a fucking way better player is kinda funny. Yeah. Like I'm probably top 10 avoidance player. And I was not top 10 fan game players when I started Camellia 3. We can say that much. Thank God that thing despawned. Gecko, I saw art of Araragi getting force femmed by Sanjo Gahara. Holy shit. I'm just surprised I didn't hit Miku or anything. Dude, oh my god. Another day, another dick in my ass. Holy fuck, man. Oh, well, that was really smart of me. I think part of the reason why I don't have another 3 hit is because I literally just, like, lose the ability to care about the run. Well, in avoidance, new players are a lot better than me now. Or not new players, but like existing players. I mean, it's just like kind of a guess. Like I from the players I'm aware of, I'm pretty sure I'm top 5 in avoidance. I'm pretty sure I'm top 5 in needle, and I'm pretty sure I'm top 1 overall. But I don't actually know. It's just among people I know. Well, maybe top 2 overall. I don't know. So, somewhere around there. But there's obviously a lot of people that you may or may not know about, and people I'm not considering in the moment, so, you know. And obviously there's not really a way to quantify players, just me thinking about where I stand relative to the community. Like, I'm definitely top tier at every skill. Maybe not Precision Needle, but I think that one's at least debatable. I know Bummer thinks I'm top tier at Precision Needle. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Also, Kako is true. Yeah. I'm not really too interested in like objectively ranking players or whatever, because that tends to get pretty toxic. It's just like, yeah, I tend to think about it in terms of myself and like how good I am relative to the top, because it's like, I guess I kind of see like the top of the community as like a ceiling to work towards in a sense. Not in the sense that like I want to be the best per se, but just in the sense that it's like, this is how much room exists. Top 1. That is kind of, you know. Yeah, it's not best. It's not hardest in the world. It's not best in the world. It's, you know. Well, I can say with confidence I'm top 1 in the USA. All the competitions retired, bro. Oh yeah. Thing is more so it's like the gap between like my skill level and like the best at needle and avoidance is still kind of insane. Maybe less so in needle maybe, but I'm actually not sure because the thing is that like the people who are way better than me at needle that I've like kind of started catching up to recently, those people like stopped playing like pretty much. Like you don't see Gemi playing, you don't see Lapla playing, you don't see Digi playing. Gaffro doesn't play that much anymore. Like, shit like that is basically what I mean, is like... Yeah, like, yeah. Like, I feel like I'm only, like, top tier in Needle in that regard, on, like, a technicality, basically, because everyone that's, like, mogs the shit out of me just stops fucking playing Needle. And then avoidance is like, I was actually for a little bit like a contender for like one of the best avoidance players, maybe even the best. That's how people were talking about me for a little bit. That time period is gone, so that's a little unfortunate, but you know, that's how time works. Are you fucking serious, man? Fucking penis, man. Uncontested top 1 in my heart. Thank you, Kako. That's very platonically romantic. Alright, I'm gonna watch the Tommy Tallarico video for the rest of the stream. Can't believe I'm already washed at avoidance. Because I'm not as good as I used to be. Relative to, like, top community skill. I'm excited to watch that video. Okay. Aw, dude. What an awkward situation. Okay, well. Aw, damn it. Okay, well that was something. Dude, I'm supposed to blame me. That's something that was nice that happened, I guess. It's kind of unfortunate the way I lost the run, because it was like a little goofy, but that's how it goes. Oh, come on. Can I get a 3-hit? Can it happen? Can I finally match the 3-hit? Oh my god, bro. I will never do it. I'm gonna clip that, bro. Oh my god. I'm actually clipping that, bro. What the hell? Oh my god, bro. I will never match the 3-hit. Like, that is gonna be my PB forever. Oh my god, bro. Premiere. Okay, I've clipped this moment. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I gotta start recording again. W clips, yeah. Bruh. Good heavens. Oh my god, why can't I pass triple landing, bro? Good grief. Oh my god, imagine. Wow, I'm shocked I didn't jump too high. No, I'm gonna fuck you. For the record, the fuck was not meant to be a verb there. It was meant to be like, I was meant to just saying that as an exclamation, but yeah, okay. That wasn't a threat. Eek, bro. I'm gonna eat Miku, bro. Not sure why I'm continuing this. Just a little bit. Buns. I kinda wanna play Proof Final. See if I can do the first gap for once in my goddamn life today. Okay, there we go. I swear to God, this is a 4-hit. I swear to God, this is a 4-hit. Dude, oh my god, bro. I'm actually the greatest 4-hit run player of all time, dude. It's not funny, bro. Oh my god, bro. Ugh, dude, I'm in hell. What a demonic fucking grind, bro. Bloop. What was that run even no hit from? guess geysers, I think. Or not geysers, no. Like I would have gotten hit at the end of geysers. So there's no hit from the pattern. Whoops. Is it at least better than Neener? It's more exhausting. But yeah, Neener's worse. Bum 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 bum. Ah, you're such a bitch. Jesus, man. Okay, whatever, get me out of here. Okay, well that was not happening in a fucking million years. Even if I survived the aimed line hell. Okay. So I think it hit there. How late I jumped. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, bro. I was hoping that thing would go straighter. Dude, I'm so dumb. I need to stop fucking up on this attack. Okay, well that was not really my fault. That's good. It's like... That attack is like higher variance than I thought it was at first. Whoops. What? Fuck off. The floor was so bad. That was really interesting RNG. Wait, I'm alive? Okay. I think I wasn't alive. I might have been. Bro. Holy. What generous RNG. Completely empty. Holy fuck. What? Does that, what? Why, bro? Why? It was like hiding behind other bullets as well. unfortunate. Dude, I like never get one hits into second half, by the way. They always side the guys just win. That's unfortunate. What the fuck? Well, that's an interesting way to lose it. Fucking awesome pattern, bro. That was like really weird. It was like, I guess I should have just gone really far left, but it's like not ideal. Okay, whatever, I don't care. Okay, well, I could have. Dude, there's evil demons, there's evil curses, there's actual evil curses in this world. Holy fuck. Bro. Two hits to the pattern. Dude. Yeah, those one rings. That's how it goes. Oh my god. penis. Whoops. Weird floor bullet. I'm thinking about the taste of Kraft mac and cheese. Whoops. Okay, I'm not sure I didn't get hit like 3 times there. Ultra precise dodges. Sad. Whoops. Bro. Let's see if we can get only hits to luck check. Okay, what? Bro. That's like one of the worst setups you can get. Okay, well, thank you, Quantum. Let's get some practice in on America real quick. Whoops. Right, let's reset after 4-way circles. Whoops. Sorry, I was distracted. Whoops. Sorry, that's not a funny idea. Hi, Theo. Holy shit. Is that the one that you were like stressing about? See, you're Derg. It's like him, but for your pronouns, you're Derg. I'm afraid that you're Derg. The Derg's Derg. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. No. I'm glad you had fun. I just remembered when Key... Actually, no, I probably shouldn't say that. It's related to Clash Royale. Just thinking about Clash Royale now, because of Clash Royale Yuri that I forgot about this morning. Wahab. I should eat it a food as well. I kind of don't feel too good about this grind in my current state right now. I don't feel like I'm very good at the fight right now. Not because I'm necessarily playing bad, I guess. It's like, I just don't have the confidence, I guess. True. I think we'll be able to. I'm excited to see how that arc ends. That arc is fire. What's up, Kyo? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was. What's pup? Hello, chilling. That makes sense. I'm fucking getting fucked. True. I've wanted to make a game with Kyo for a while. Like, as in, it's like if I ever got better at game making, I would want to try seeing if that could work. We may never know. I mean, she could, I guess, in the sense of like a stream crossover, she could choose to cross over at any time. My mother is very proud. Adds aura monster. I mean, I would not mind if you came in my room while I was streaming, Kyo. Up, down, up, down. You can ask Mabel questions. Or Claire, I guess. Holy penis, man. If that ring was at the opposite angle, I would have lived. Because I could have just jumped through when I landed. Sorry, there was a yawn, but I stuck out my tongue in an exaggerated manner. How's that an alright, buddy? You think you're so fucking silly. I'm a little silly. Holy penis, man. It's kind of gross to think about. I mean, everyone's penis is a hole. I think. You never know, yeah. Yeah. There's so many humans that there's probably just like crazy conditions you've never aware of. Thing is, I'm curious how like not having a hole in your cock would work. Like if it's possible to live like that, because like you do have to pee still. Can they like surgically add a hole? I see. I don't like thinking about this too much though. Yeah, it's kind of. Ouch. Dude, penises are scary. I was gonna say something, but maybe I shouldn't. True. There's a lot of things I want to say but can't because Twitch streams are public. Are you fucking serious, bro? Okay, I'm dead. What a bad hit. I feel like such a whiny whore or asshole in the stream. Sorry, that came out way more aggressive than I wanted it to sound. I was like trying to think of a wording for that, but like all the wording sounded like kind of way too intense for what I meant. I'm sorry. I'm bad at talking. I guess whiny bitch is accurate though. Not a whore though. But I do feel like a bitch today because I'm just like... I feel like I'm just complaining about everything. Girl boss. I'm not a girl boss today, I'm just a dude, I like yawning 1,000 fucking times. Like, what the fuck? I feel like an asshole right now. Cause, like, I'm complaining about everything. I'm, like, yawning while fucking grinding a hard avoidance. I'm, like, not getting anywhere. Like, bro, I feel like such a... I feel like that one Dashy image. I feel like such a loser. That's interesting. I yawn too hard by the way and I'm crying. I guess the most accurate way to describe my feelings right now is that I feel like a stupid chud. God, stop yawning, bro. Why am I yawning so much? I'm literally well rested. I'm not tired, I'm just yawning a bunch. The avoidance cannot be that boring, bro. It's not like I got on yawning streaks as bad when I was playing Neener. And Neener is definitely a lot more boring. Dude, I tried so hard. I was DM'd a funny video. You're stupid. You're really dumb. You're the dumbest person in the world. Yeah. Alright, I gotta focus on Miku, bro. And we're being a chud. I mean, I almost passed triple aiming today. It would have gotten that far, but I could die. Like, I feel like my progress is like, I don't have a lot to show for my skill in the avoidance. But, yeah. I do feel more insecure than normal today. Oh. Good night. Fine. Like, I don't feel awful. Like, I'm definitely not, like, in one of my worst moods, but it's like, yeah, I just feel like a little bit of, like, that twinge of I don't feel that good about my fan game skills right now because of Music to Sakura. I'm just a little chopped, you know? Oh, thank you, Dragon Expire. That did actually make me feel nice. I guess the root of the insecurities is that I feel like I didn't beat music too fast enough, in the sense of like, I feel like I'm already, I got hit. I feel like I'm already in like a state where it's like, the thing that I'm grinding so hard for is like, not gonna be viewed as like impressive as I wanted it to be. I think that's kind of like the root of a lot of my bad feelings about this kind of thing, because it's like, yeah, it feels like pretty much everything that like I struggle on is something that's like, people will not find hard anymore. Like, already that shit is happening, it feels. So the shit I do just feels kind of silly at this point. And like, obviously it's a bad way to look at it, because it's like, you know, it's still a very personal journey to me, and I mean, that's what pushes me through, is like the personal attachment, because I care a lot about music too. So yeah, I don't feel, yeah, I don't feel like I'm doing something very impressive, I guess, anymore. And like when it's more so like the discrepancy between like how I used to feel and how I currently feel it's affecting me. Because I just don't feel like I'm doing stuff that's like cool anymore when I used to think that it was cool, I guess. It's a very weird thing. I don't know. Like, obviously it's silly, and it's not like it's like making me super obsessed, just like, yeah, I'm just like, I'm sitting here thinking about Mr. Sakura, like, man, I kinda, this is not, it's not a hype moments and aura grind, is it? I'm too chopped. Well, to a degree. I mean, it is definitely guaranteed it will happen, indeed. It's just hard to work towards it, I guess, when it feels like, stupid. Well, that's how it goes, you know. Because, you know, like, realistically, it's like seeing other people talk about music to Sakura. It's honestly probably not as hard as I think it is. Like, it's probably not that bad. But, you know, I think it's, like, long Hina Cantata difficulty. And, you know, my opinion is the one that matters the most, because I have the most time in the avoidance of it. But, yeah. I guess I just don't really feel like what I'm doing is hard anymore, which is not the perception I wanted to have in music too. That's pretty much all it is. Maybe to a degree. I got a DM again. That was a cool DM. It's kind of crazy. I think there's a secret ending for perfecting all the songs. Dude, I hope so. Like, does it exist? Absolutely not. Like, there's no way. But if it did exist, like, dude, the cum I would came, like, would be crazy. That is definitely part of it, Dragon. Because whenever I play uncleared stuff, I always, like, doubt the difficulty of it, like, constantly, because no one else has played it. Part of it is definitely, like, just, like, yeah, like, my skill discrepancy at the start of the grind versus the end. Or, like, the start of, like, grinding all the music, too. Because when I played Neener, as, like, I was playing it as someone who was, like, you know, at the top of avoidance for all intents and purposes. But now, that's no longer the case. I play music to Sakura and just think, like, man, this is just, like, this shit is so fucking irrelevant. It's so stupid. Like, obviously it was never gonna be like the hardest thing ever, just like it doesn't even feel like it's even gonna be remotely interesting when it gets clear. It's just gonna be like, oh, you finally did it. It took long enough. Which is definitely just me projecting my own insecurities onto everyone else, because nobody would ever say shit like that to a clear. So, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I mostly feel fine right now. It's just like I kinda just, yeah. I'm finding it harder today to block out some of those thoughts that are not good. So I'm having a slightly less positive experience. Because I've been like having those thoughts the entire grind pretty much. Just that on most days recently I've been able to block them out and just think positive things and just think about myself, but I don't know. I think deep down I want to be like more important than I am. Which I think that's a normal human desire, to want to carry a lot of importance in something and, you know, be part of something larger than yourself. I just don't think that I'm in a position to do that kind of thing anymore. So I just kind of feel like very insignificant, I guess. Even though the amount of significance that the things I do have is equal to that of anyone else in the world. Yeah. I think I'm a little bit of a narcissist. I think deep down I always want what's best for me. Well, it's not really that big of a deal though. I mean, you can tell in my voice I'm not that upset. Because when I'm upset I don't sound like this. It's just like, yeah, it's just those kinds of insecurities are popping up again. It's just like not really pleasant because I don't want to think about that. I want Music to Sakura to be a personal journey for me and something that I work towards myself, and not something where I'm like concerned, like, do people think it's hard enough? Do people think like Music 2 100% is impressive? Like, is this going to be a top tier accomplishment when it's done? Like, that kind of stuff is like the kind of stuff I don't really want to think about, because in the end, it's not really why Music 2 mattered a lot to me. Music 2 mattered a lot to me because it was such like a unfathomable clear, and now I'm at a point where the clear is already guaranteed to happen. There is no world where it doesn't happen. And I guess I just kind of, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just easy to get lost in your thought process and start thinking about stuff that doesn't matter. I think that's kind of just like the story of my fan game life, is thinking about stuff that doesn't really matter. I spent a lot of my early time thinking that people would be mad at me if I didn't play good enough, and then I spent a lot of my current time thinking that, you know, and I don't know. I don't even know what I spend a lot of my time thinking these days. But I don't have like wider community insecurities in the same sense as I used to, but there's definitely like some community-wide anxieties that I experience. I don't know. I guess it just all comes down to losing something you once had. It's kind of inevitable though. Nothing lasts forever. I guess I just don't want to fall too far behind. You're gonna get cancelled? Yeah, I guess so. Like, he's a pedophile, but I can't beat Music 2 Sakura in 30 hours, so it's hard to say who's worse. But this is the kind of shit that I really did get stressed at, and like part of it is like my position in the community is so fucking weird, man. Like, I have been so like over idolized, I think, in the fan game community. No. I actually recently watched this Zoink video where I realized that I have a lot of the same insecurities of Zoink. You're on thin ice, Kyo? It was a video on Zoink's like less effort content channel, Zoink Live or whatever, and he was talking about like playing Sweater Weather and how he was like kind of stressed out playing the level because he felt like that there was. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But, like, yeah, like, he was playing the Extreme Demons Feather Weather, and it's like, he was kind of stressed out and, like, getting really annoyed while playing it, because it's like, he felt like everyone was expecting him to do it in, like, 10 minutes, and he couldn't do it. It took him, like, 25 minutes instead. Then it's like, obviously that's an absurd thing, and obviously, like, Zoink has it way worse than me, because the things that I think are real are actually real for him, because the GD community is fucking dog shit. But it's like, experiencing that was kind of interesting because I realized that it's like, I really am not that weird of a person for thinking the things I do. Like, the things that I feel really are just things that normal people worry about. And I think it's just being in a position in a community. Yeah, because I was like, I am just like the most active top fan game player in IWC. There's no one else who is at or around or above my skill level who talks in IWC as much as I do. And because of that, I get way more attention than everyone else. There's people who think, like, you know, I'm, like, at a player standard that, like, is fucking just, like, reserved for me, basically. And it's like, that is obviously not true. It's never been true. I've never been far ahead of the competition and, you know, fan games ever. That's never been, you know, even at my, like, my relative community peak, I've never been that good. The only thing that I've, you know, had the claim to is, like, best overall player, right? But, like, in terms of individual skill sets, not the case. But regardless, like, the fact that, like, people think of me this way kind of means that it's like I feel like there is a reputation that precedes me, you know? And it's like I had experience being, like, the top one player in a community before. So it's, like, kind of just hard to deal with a lot of, like, the emotions that come from feeling like you can't live up to both your own standards for yourself and also the standards that you feel like have been curated around you due to, you know, social reasons. And that's definitely the root of a lot of my problems that I feel like, I think even deep down, I still think that it's like Pluto the Thing is meant to be someone who is at that top level, you know, and I guess there's a part of me that's embarrassed at the idea that it's like I could put so much of my effort and soul into something that people like that, like, you know, people don't like that people won't see as impressive because it's like the things that people better than me are doing are just so far beyond like anything I could have ever dreamed of at this point, right? So yeah, I guess that's like the best way to explain why I feel the way I do. And obviously it's just a insecurity, right? Like, it's not like it's true. It doesn't really matter because it's like at the end of the day, everything that you do is personal, and you know, it's up to you to get meaning out of the things that you do, not just in life, but also in, you know, every facet of life. Which is to say, like, you know, the things that I do in avoidance are meaningful not because I'm one of the best to ever do it, but because I care about them. It's just hard to get past, like, you know, your own expectations for yourself and your own hopes for yourself. Because I think everyone wants to be the best forms of themselves that they can be, and I just feel, lately I've just felt kind of lackluster compared to other people. I feel like I can't measure up anymore, and it's hard to deal with that sometimes because it's just not a pleasant feeling. But I think every day I get better at dealing with it. I mean, yeah. So, in the end, I will grind Music 2 Sakura until it is over, and I will not give up on it. And I will say that it is long Hina Cantata difficulty or harder. And even if other people disagree, I will agree with myself at least, so... That'll be the stance I take with this avoidance, but, you know. Yeah. I guess it just feels like everything that I was worried about for so long is real. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like, that feeling is very frustrating, like, feeling like you could be doing better, but don't. I mean, that's how both of my grinds are going right now, like, they could be going better, but I'm kind of chopped right now. I guess I kind of confided this in some people when the fire happened, but I think my biggest thing that made me upset about the fire happening is that I feel like... yeah. I feel like when I beat Neener, people thought I was, like, cool, I guess. And I wanted to do more things in fan games and play more while I felt like attention was on me, I guess. And I feel like the fire kind of made me lose that chance, I guess. Like, because I knew that it's like, avoidance was reaching a point where it's like actually kind of competitive. And what I mean by that is like, for a while, yeah, pretty much. Like, the era that came before was, I think, one where avoidance players were still very, like, is individualistic a word? I don't know. Well, they kind of act on their own accord, right? And it's like, it just so happened that every avoidance player was like kind of similar in skill, but like none of them were really playing like at like the same time or anything. It was just like people just doing stuff when they felt like it. But recently, I feel like there's kind of been a period of avoidance where everyone is at the same skill level, but everyone is actively playing. At least this was like 2 months ago. So it kind of went from it's like so I kind of was in the mindset of like, I want to keep up with these people. I already like sacrificed some of my time and avoidance to Neener because it mattered so much to me. I want to get back into it. I want to work hard for that. I want to you know, reach the heights that I know I'm capable of and like reach the points where other players are reaching. And then it's like the fire happens, like, bro, we just kind of get fucking obliterated. Like, okay, bro, that's annoying. Well, that's how I perceive it, at least. You know, it's like, you know, I think... Well, competitive in the sense that it's like, there are many people playing at the same time. I don't think avoidance is a competitive, because I don't think any aspect of fan games are competitive, but I do think this is possibly the most... one of the more competitive times for avoidance, in the sense that I think the question of, like, who... You know, like, people are doing... How do I word this? Like, I think people, for a while, like, around when I was, like, doing, like, really hard Music 2 stuff, was, like, people were so close that it was, like, I feel like it was at least a somewhat common topic to talk about, like, the state of avoidance players and stuff. And, like, how everyone was, like, so skilled and stuff, so I think it was kind of a time where it's, like, pretty much anyone that was in, like, that avoidance sphere had the potential to do, like, the next big things. Well, I can definitely lose my reputation if I fucking, like, murder someone, but I understand what you're trying to say. I don't plan to murder anyone, though, or commit any other kinds of heinous crimes. Like, yeah, I don't think avoidance is, like, competitive, because I just don't think people... Like, fan gamers are just inherently non-competitive. I really just mean competitive in the sense that it's, like... Yeah, there was, like... Yeah, like, pretty much, like... People are playing around the same skill level at the same time, at the top, pretty much. That's what I meant by that. But, like, obviously I don't, like, view avoidance as competitive. I mean, I don't think anyone really does. I don't know anyone who does, at least. I think Max does, like, a little bit, but, like... Personally, I don't really view it as a competition thing, because it's like, you know, I want to be super good, but I in my head I've always viewed, like, people above me as, like, the ceiling, which I mentioned earlier. It's like, you know, if someone's better than me, then that is, like, the ceiling to strive towards. Like, I can improve that much, right? Well, yeah, I guess it's subjective. I guess this is how I felt in the moment. Maybe it wasn't that accurate. I guess that's another way to put it. Because, I mean, that is kind of, like, the big thing with the avoidance community, is, like, I think, like, people are just kind of influenced by each other very heavily. So if someone's playing, then other people tend to play similar stuff. Well, you know. There's definitely a strong community behind avoidance. Oops. It's not like Needle, bro. Like, Needle is, like, fucking dry these days, man. Holy fuck, no one plays Needle at a high level. Like, oh my god. There's, like, nothing exciting in Needle. It's just, like, fucking, oh, I'd, like... Either, like, someone beats, like, a fucking, like, top 10 in, like, 5 hours. It's like, okay, whatever, bro. Or it's, like, fucking... Like, just some random, like, Chinese player posting, like, 1,000 clears on Bilibili, like, fucking every day. Like, it's, like, they're, like, oh my god, Needle is boneless. Needle is so pathetic and useless, bro. By the way, Soft and Wet Go Beyond does straight up stack up with my hardest avoidance clears, which I've mentioned before, but it's like, I consider FTFA Deathless to be around Mayu difficulty. I think Soft and Wet Go Beyond is, like... It's probably around Replica. I mean, low-key probably harder than Replica. Like, the gap between, like, FTFA Deathless and fucking... Soft and Wet Go Beyond is, like, the biggest fucking gap that's ever been invented. Oh my god, I'm going to actually fucking... Dude, I'm gonna I'm gonna like do. Oh my god, I want to be friends with Cyber. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, assuming that like Soft and Wet Go Beyond is actually as hard as I think it is, and people don't just beat it in like fucking 10 hours, which. Well, honestly, I was gonna say something lascivious, but I decided that it was inappropriate. Yeah, music's a child, they can't do that. Music doesn't know what sex is, guys, so make sure not to bring it up around them. I do appreciate people being supportive of my grind of Music to Sakura, by the way, because it does like help get rid of the insecurities, I guess, because it's like just kind of realizing that it's like no matter where I stand in like the general fan game community, you know, I will always, you know, always be part of the community, I guess. And it's like it's not conditional, it's not based on if I'm good or if I'm doing something that's like revolutionary or if it's like, you know, I'm, you know, whatever other factor, arbitrary factor my brain decides I should torture myself with today. It's stuff like that. I don't know. I just, yeah. I like the friends I've met in the fan game community. They mean the most to me out of anything. Alright, so now that I've, you know, talked about that, can I stop sucking dick on this fight, man? Like, can I fucking get, like, a decent run? Well, I guess I kinda did today. I got to triple aiming. But also, like, can I please, like, pass triple aiming? Like, it's been so fucking long, bro. My last triple aiming pass was 24 hours into the grind. I have 38 hours now. Not even. 39 hours. Yeah, I'm about to cross 40 hours. In 20 minutes, I crossed 40 hours, and I still have not, like, my playtime is about to double without passing triple aiming again. Can I get back there? Like, okay, crash out over. Yeah, this avoidance is low-key ass. I'm not gonna lie. Well, that's why I have to talk about interesting things, bro. Like, I need to talk about, like, problematic media and fucking Higurashi Omarashi bars and fucking whatever other subjects there are. Cause there's fucking nothing to talk about, bro. Get back on Monogatari discussions. We're watching the last arc of second season and that shit is fire. Dude, Higurashi, Monogatari second season is so gas, bro. I think I just like Monogatari a lot, TBH. Almost third season, yeah, true. I'm curious what third season's like. It's kind of funny because it's like, I thought Bake Monogatari was like really popular, and I'm pretty sure it is like really one of the highest rated like parts of the series, and some say it's like the best, but honestly Bake Monogatari is like one of my least favorite parts. Koyomi, worst character ever? I like him. I understand he's a pedophile and he sexually assaults 10-year-olds and he's like, you know, really creepy and weird and misogynistic, but have you considered that he's kind of funny, though? It's funny because after I said all that, I was actually trying to think about a redeeming trait that he has, and I couldn't think of one. Like... Thank you, thank you. He was a serial saver, bridal saver. he is definitely a character. I mean, like, my opinion on him is basically like ignoring like the goofy shit, because it's like the story is not gonna take him being a pedophile seriously ever. Like, for all intents and purposes, he is not actually a pedophile, because the scenes where he is a pedophile are a joke, essentially. Like, I do think he is, like, fun to watch, but I think, like, yeah, I think, like, I guess his role in the story is probably the least interesting of the characters, which is funny to say about a main character, but he kind of just exists to help other people, which is not that interesting. That's why, like, other characters make for more interesting protagonists, because they have more complicated... Dude, the ending of... Okay, wait, yeah. Okay, but, like, to be fair, it's kind of one-sided at the end of that arc. Like, she kind of just does that, but also, he's a fucking idiot. Like, why did you... She's fucking 10 years old, bro. Why... Oh my god. I fucking... This guy needs to, like... He needs to pack it up, bro. Oh my god, bro. Dude, genuinely, like, he just needs to be reborn, and is like a fucking transgender woman or something. That this will save him. Like, guys, he's not actually a pedophile. He's just an age regressor trans woman, so he dotes on children for that reason. So it's actually ethical, guys. I'm pretty sure, like, people have said those kinds of things about Koyomi before, honestly. Dude, the end of Shinobu Time, though, oh my god. That might be the most unintentionally funny scene I've ever seen in anything. Like, I don't think... It's so dumb. Holy shit. What is that? Okay, well, I got to America. At least I passed found twice today. It's hitting the quota there, but also that fucking situation I got into. Also, that was like a generational lock-in. I don't know if you could like fucking hear, like you could hear the lock-in. Like that was actually crazy. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, I think that's my take on Koyomi, is like, I think his role in the story is not interesting because his motivations are like... they're not very, I guess, interesting, I guess. He kind of just is like, I want to help everyone. Which, you know, is fair. Like, he's like the protagonist of the series. But he is, like, kind of a dickhead. Like, I think that's, like, the most complicated things about his character. It's just, like, the way he's a dickhead are kind of inconsistent in the story. I mean, a lot of things about his character are inconsistent. He says a lot of stupid shit that I don't even think he really believes. Sometimes his views line up with the story, and sometimes they don't. Dude, that is so funny. Oh my god, I'm so bad at that timing. Can I, like... okay, whatever. It worked, whatever. So cooked. Like, that's another detail about that scene that just makes it so funny. Like The fact that Ononoke is like holding her up while she like, oh my god, it's so dumb. Like it's so dumb. Oh my god. Okay, god. Monogatari is awesome. It's so stupid. Okay, but it's funny that people call that one character in Super Hebe like the best pedophile in fiction when he's really just not a pedophile at all. Yeah. I'm excited for... Well, I'm actually not sure if Key will like the next part of Super Hebe, but I'm kind of curious how they'll feel about it. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't like it. Based on things I've heard them say. Asterisk on the pedophilia rankings. Yeah, I mean among fictional ones, like I do think that character from Super Hebe is like very low tier. They do everything but like that isn't pedophilia. I mean, yeah, I said this earlier, but it's like, I really do think everyone who is, like, my friend... Dude, that's such a weird thing to say. But, like, yeah, if you're friends with me and stuff, and you're, like, nice to me, then I really do appreciate you, because you're, like, the best thing that's, like, ever happened to me in the fangame community. Or just outside the fangame community as well. Like, I do think I would probably be a lot worse off if I was, like, alone, I guess. So... yeah, if you like talking to me, then I appreciate you. I just feel emotional right now, I don't know why. Sorry. Thank you, friends. I think you've been to enough of my streams to be like on the stepping stone of friendship. I appreciate your appreciation of my appreciation. Yeah. Average luck check. I'll probably stop soon because I've been playing for my sessionly 2 hours. Dude, this avoidance is like fucking... Why is every Music 2 avoidance so boring to watch? Like, I'm just thinking about this. Like, fucking Longa Cantata has like the fucking like longest intro that's like the most dull thing ever. Schrodinger's Cat is like kind of okay, but it's like chopped. Like, Neener is like impossible, is like actually unwatchable. Yeah, Cat is definitely the most watchable. Black or White is also like pretty watchable because interesting stuff happens. But like, dude, I usually forget that I beat. Yeah, I did actually end up beating Cat and Cantata off stream. I'm alive. Or Bo, not Cantata. That one's pretty chopped. I mean, that's what happened to only on Tornado of Souls Merzik. Like, I think only said, like, it's good to play Tornado of Souls every now and then to get an appreciation for other Needle. Which is, like, the tier of bad that Neener is on. I don't feel insecure anymore, by the way. I just feel like myself. I would love to play something that dog shit. Bro. I was hoping for a miracle. What am I doing? Yeah, it's kind of horrible. Like, if it's an attack before or up to triple aiming, then it is chopped. Like, even the first attack is chopped. Like, it's not super hard or anything. But, like, sometimes you just get like completely past impossible, super impossible, never gonna ever happen impossible situations. Like, this fight isn't really like Sakura, but it has like the same kind of RNG as Sakura, where it's just like so terrible. Okay. What? Why? Like, why? You pink bastard. Oh, well, okay, well. I got hit there? From what? Can I get like a review, like a judge review on that one, please? What the fuck was that? It would be really bad to grind, like, holy fuck. The idea of beating music, or like regular Sakura, you saw my brain autocorrect there, like the idea of beating like regular Sakura is like such an like unfathomably shit thing to do. Like, I mean, yeah, like it's just so bad. Like it's got intro hell. It's got like stupid 2 luck checks, especially towards the end. It's got like a terrible final attack that you probably have to get to like a fucking 1,000 times to clear. Like, it's really got like everything that like makes a grind stupid. Like genuinely, like regular Sakura would just be so bad. Tier 3 Despair Avoidance Sample. Yeah, because it's like Tier 1 is like the original Despair games, and Tier 2 is like One Kind of Cantata, Schrodinger's Cat, this shit. Okay, I refreshed my Twitter page and I saw something weird. Bro, my timeline, my Twitter timeline sucks right now, holy fuck. Alright, how about this? Let's get... I finished the Tommy Tallarico video. Well, technically I stopped it like 3 minutes early because I realized it was ending. That's like... I'll pass the intro one more time. And then I'll end today. And I passed Fountain twice today, which is pretty good. I got pinged in the Polycule group chat. The Polycule group chat is sad because it's named after something which doesn't exist anymore. Oh my god. I walked a little bit too far to the right. Okay, last jump of the day. Let's see where it goes. I'm gonna guess luck check. I'm actually optimistic. I'm gonna pass the first deck after intro.